Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 8 of the August daily draws. So as we close out the week and approach the weekend, let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Tarot of the Witch's Garden, followed by an oracle card from the Season of the Witch Lammas Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. Here we have the Five of Swords. This card always says to me, know which battles to fight and which to just walk away from. Some situations are a no-win situation, particularly in communications, speech. To me, this is about winning an argument, winning a debate, convincing somebody. No, they just have to be right. This is a situation where someone has to be right regardless of the cost, just for the sake of being right, no matter what else happens, what damage is done. They have to seemingly come out on top. Now, we can be like that. We can be so invested in winning the argument that we lose a friend, kind of situation. And this is the type, to me, in the Five of Swords, this is the kind of, when we're the one that's coming out on top, have we really come out on top? What have we really won in the long term? We may, in the short term, have gained some kind of victory, in quotes, but ultimately, what have we lost out on? And is what we gained really worth the cost? So sometimes we can, we think that we've come out on top, but in the whole scheme of things, we haven't really gained much, and we've probably lost a lot more. And if we're the other person that loses out, that's not going to come out seemingly on top, what energy are we going to waste trying to stand up against something that's just not going to give way, because the ego is involved and they just have to win at all costs? And really, is it a battle worth putting your energy into? Sometimes we get drawn into situations where it takes a lot out of us, but was it really worth it? Was the battle over something that really meant something, or was it just something trivial that we got drawn into, something insignificant, something that didn't really have an impact upon our lives until we chose to get involved and we got drawn into something that really wasn't part of our journey and part of our growth and plan, that we sort of got pulled in. And sometimes it's just better to refuse to be drawn in and to walk away from it, because it's not your battle. It's not your thing to defend. It's not part of your journey. It may be part of their journey to try and bring people in and come out on top. But we don't have to play the game. We could just walk away. And maybe walking away is actually, and not wasting our energy and putting our energy onto more constructive things. Maybe that is actually the ultimate victory in the end, that we actually do win. We may be seen to lose the battle, but we end up winning the war. So it's choose your battles, choose your situations wisely, and know when to walk away. It's nothing. Sometimes we think that we're failing if we walk away from something, but if it's something that's pointless, that doesn't really have any great significance ultimately, except in and of itself, in the scheme of things, it's really not that important, and it's not worth you engaging in and wasting your valuable energy and resources over. Go and do something where you can make a difference. Go walk away and go to something and be in a situation where it's more constructive, where you can make a difference, where it's part of your journey, part of your goals, part of your. Stay out of all this other stuff, and focus on what you need to focus on, and don't be distracted by these little skirmishes that can occur, you can get drawn into if you're not careful. Know when to walk away. Let the other parties have their little Pyrrhic victory. Let them think, grin and bask in their so-called glory, because it will be fleeting, it will be shallow, it will be ultimately meaningless, and you in the meantime will have gone on to better and greater things, more substantial. So this is about discerning. There are some battles we need to fight, and it's worth putting our effort into, but there are battles that are just not worth it, and we need to learn the difference between the two, so we're putting our energies into something worthwhile. Okay, let's see which oracle card we get to go with. Failed harvest. This situation is like a failed harvest. It just didn't work out. It's just not going to work out. Sometimes there's a point where we need to cut our losses and realize that this isn't working out. Go and plant your seed in more fertile ground to have a successful harvest. So interesting that should come up. Embrace the lessons of life and sow the seeds of a brighter future. As what I was saying, forget this isn't fertile soil to put your seeds into. Go elsewhere. See this as a failed harvest and quickly move on and sow the seeds of a brighter future elsewhere. And maybe that is what the real success and victory is going to be for you. Okay, so that is today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 9. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.